Hello, thank you for calling AR Healthcare, the airline that works like the healthcare system. My name is Cynthia. How can I give you travel care today?
Hi, my name is Jonathan Rausch, and I need to fly from Washington, D.C. to Eugene, Oregon on October 23rd.
Yes, I'd be happy to assist you with that. It does look like we can get you on a flight on January 23rd at 1 p.m. or February 8th at 3 p.m. Which would you prefer?
Neither. I need to be in Eugene on October 23rd, as in the 23rd of October.
I'm sorry, we have nothing open on that date. You might try another carrier.
I suppose I'd better. Who has availability?
I'm afraid we have no way to know that. I have no way to look into their systems.
Who would know?
You can call them individually and ask. I'm sure you can find
Oh, look, I don't have time to call 24 airlines. It's important that I get to Eugene on the 23rd. I mean, there must be something you can do.
Well, it looks like maybe we could squeeze you in on October 26th if you don't mind departing Washington Dulles at 5:35 a.m.
Good grief. All right. I guess that.
Great. Thank you. I'll be happy to make that booking for you. That's one flight from Washington Dulles to Chicago O'Hare on October 26th.
Wait, hold on. Chicago? I'm going to Eugene. It's in Oregon?
Yes, sir. The Eugene portion of your trip will be handled by a Western specialist. We'll be glad to bring you back from Chicago to Washington, though.
You mean I have to call another carrier and go through all this again? Why don't you just book the whole trip?
Sorry, sir, but you will need to make your own travel appointments. We would be happy to refer you to some qualified carriers. May I have your fax number, please? Before I can confirm the booking, we'll need you to fill out your travel history and send that back to us.
Cynthia, I've filled out my travel history half a dozen times already this year. I've told 6 different airlines that I flew to Detroit twice and Houston once. Every time I fly, I answer the same battery of questions. At least a dozen airlines know my travel history. Why don't you get it from them?
We have no way we could do that. We do not have access to other companies' records, and our personnel have our own system for collecting travel history.
Yeah, but 95% of these questions are always the same. I mean, don't you know that every time I fill out one of these duplicative forms, I increase the chance of error? Wouldn't it make more sense to hold my travel information centrally so that everyone can see the same?
Sorry, sir, we have no capability for that, and we do need your travel history at least 2 weeks before you fly.
I don't suppose I could fill out these forms online.
No, sir. The forms are only 30 pages, though. Did you have that fax number, please?
I don't have a fax machine. No one faxes anymore. Just email me.
I'm sorry, sir. We don't use email to transmit records and other personal or secure documents. We keep our records on paper.
What century is this? I mean, you think paper is secure?
We do keep all your travel records on low-acid paper and in fire-retardant file drawers. When someone needs access to your records, we make a photocopy of it and put them in the mail or fax. How many items of luggage were you wanting to bring?
2.
Okay, good. We suggest that you make luggage arrangements with Rapid Air Transport, though of course you're free to use any luggage company you like.
Luggage company?
Yes, sir. You need to arrange for baggage transport. Would you like a phone number for Rapid, or would you prefer to find your own baggage company? I'm sure Rapid would be pleased to work with you. All you need to do is sign the personal travel records release form. Where would you like me to mail that?
A release form?
Yes, sir. You'll need to sign and fax or mail that back to our travel records department so that we can release your travel records to Rapid. Under the privacy rules, we're not authorized to tell them when or where you're flying without your written permission.
I suppose I couldn't just email you this permission or grant it online?
No. Did you want a list of luggage carriers for your Chicago-Eugene leg?
Well, let me guess. Rapid doesn't operate out west? I have to find a separate luggage company for the second leg?
Yes, sir.
And they'll need more copies of the same paperwork? And they'll ask me all the same questions, and I'll have to arrange to get my travel records to them by mail or fax? And I'll repeat all this nonsense 5 or 6 separate times between here and Eugene because the providers aren't equipped to talk to each other, my records aren't digitized, and no 2 providers use the same system.
Yes, sir. That's right. Do you have a preferred fuel list, or do you want a reference for a company to provide
fuel
jet
list
fuel for your flight?
That would be a fuel specialist, I suppose?
We can make a fuel arrangement for you, but please be advised that the fuel charge will be billed separately and that you will be responsible for that. We'll need to know where to have that bill sent. May I have your flight insurance information, please?
It's a Millennium Travel Group, group number 0688.
I'm sorry, sir. We're not in Millennium Travel Care's provider network.
You're listed on their website. It says you accept
We did until last week. If you like, you can pay out of pocket for your ticket.
How much would that be?
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to get that price for you. That would be $17,885.70.
What? For a flight to Chicago? Does anyone actually pay that?
I'm sorry, sir. I wouldn't know. I can tell you that different clients and insurers pay different rates. For individuals, the rate is $17,885.70.
Oh.
plus tax and fuel.
Is anyone else cheaper?
Sir, again, I couldn't tell you that. Carriers don't have public rate sheets. Prices are privately negotiated, so there's really no way you could comparison shop.
Oh.
Did you want to go ahead then?
No. I do not want to go ahead. I do not want to go anywhere. I want to jump off a cliff. This system is insane. It's fragmented to the point of incoherence. Record keeping is stuck in the 1960s. Communication is stuck in the 1980s. None of the systems talks to the others. Everyone reinvents the wheel at every stage in the process. There's no pricing transparency. In a sane, modern system, I wouldn't have to arrange each leg of my flight myself. I wouldn't have to fax documents around, find and juggle multiple providers, fill out again and again what are essentially the same forms every time I use a provider. In a sane system, I'd call an airline and it would give me a price for the whole trip, not just one part of it. It would sell me a safe, round-trip journey instead of a series of separate procedures. It would have back-office personnel using modern IT systems to coordinate my journey behind the scenes. The systems and personnel would talk to each other automatically. At the press of a button, once I enter a password, they would be able to look up my travel history. We do most of this stuff online. In fact, Cynthia, I would be able to arrange a whole trip with a single phone call.
Sir, please, calm down and be realistic. I'm sure the system can be frustrating, but consumers don't understand flight plans and landing slots. And even if they did, there are thousands of separate providers involved in moving travelers around, and hundreds of airports and millions of trips. Getting everyone to coordinate services and exchange information just isn't realistic, and a business as complicated as travel.
Yes, I suppose I'm dreaming.
Was there anything else I can help you with?
No.
My goal today was to provide you with outstanding service. Did I accomplish that?